Uh, what do they say? They say,
Welcome.
"What's what?
What's up, fam?
It's your boy." What do they say?
Boo!
Hey guys, it's your boy Captain. Hey, it's the CapmLew podcast with your host Luke.
It's me. Hey,
Got it.
I know. Sorry. Hi. Hey, it's your boy Luke with the CapmLew
You have
show.
to introduce me now.
Oh, and then this is also Lou, who
What?
is also CapmLew.
Mixing it up here. I would go so far as to say innovating.
Innovating.
So, one of the things that happened this week, fun fact,
Fun
uh,
fact. A
I
fun
got
fact?
given a work phone,
Bum, bum, bum.
and it's an iPhone XT 25,000 Plus Pro.
This one actually reads the mark of the beast automatically.
Yes,
instead
in
of the
fact,
bar
it
scan.
even has a little R2D2 arm that will inject a chip
Yes.
into your hand,
Right.
but only if you don't get it by the date.
Exactly.
One day when you're reading some text or email, it just, ow!
Yeah.
Ow,
Boom.
right in the soft spot of between my thumb and my index finger.
Dude.
So because I have that, we have a Facebook Live up that
That's
will.
nice.
Yeah, but that's on my new Facebook account, which
Nobody is there any?
there's
on
not even
there.
there's not even anything happening on
Somebody
Facebook
just liked
in
it.
my world. But because I got another phone,
Yeah,
I mean, we're drunk with power. What is yours? An iPhone 12?
it's your old one. I think it is like a 12.
iPhone 12. We got the iPhone 15.
X teen.
And this is an iPhone 14,
Dude.
and we've got the iPad Pro, and it will pad a Pro if you need it to. So, anyways, CapmLew Podcast, episode 102. They're getting
3.
easier. What?
3.
You're kidding.
It's 103, baby.
I was just about to say.
Because this is the 102s.
I was about to say they're getting easier to count. They are not. And now it becomes apparent to me that I called the last one 101. No?
I don't care.
So I have now lost to oblivion an episode of my podcast. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Wow. I was at risk of disappointing up to 37 people.
Up to 72 people.
How's that?
I added together our highest views podcast the other day, and it was like 72 or something.
Well,
which idiots. Don't you have anything better to do with your time?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, you are so dumb.
Well, today there's something I want to talk about. It's a little bit obscure, but it's worth talking about. There was well, first of all,
yeah.
Let's just first things first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Don't tell our listeners this, but I'm about to talk about life skateboards.
Okay, I won't. All right. I'll act surprised.
I'm gonna spring it on them. Life skateboards.
Whoa!
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Just think about it.
Okay. What are you doing?
You've got
no.
Sorry. Go ahead. You're not an idiot.
Don't say that out loud. We do not think you're an idiot.
Unless
not
you're
at
not
all
riding a life skateboard.
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying what
you're an idiot.
What I am intending to communicate is that in the world of buying a skateboard, there are low price options and there are high value options. Price and value. And it's a funny thing, because what does a life skateboard cost all told? $90?
Maybe, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get into that thing at somewhere around $100, and you say, "Oh, that's a high price." Well, you plot them on a graph and you just watch it go. The value of the thing is worth, I don't know, they're lasting and performing well about 4 to 10 times the durability length. And I know about this because I rolled glue and I cut decks. I did all that for a long time. And it's the same deal with life skateboards, only betterer. It's much more betterer.
Yes.
And you've got these decks that you're going to buy one of these and it's going to go to Razor Tail. It's chip repairable at Razor Tail. Like, no joke. And we're talking $9, 10, 12 months worth of riding. You're gonna what do you how many decks a month does a daily skater buy? 2?
Probably 2.
Sometimes 4?
Ugh.
But let's put it at 1.
Okay.
Let's put it at 1 deck a month
Yeah.
during the season. So just call that summertime for the Midwesterner. So that's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 7 skateboards.
Yeah.
7 times. What do they cost? Let's say you've got one of those grimy shops that sells you $45 shop decks
Ugh.
and drives down the market for all of the brands that have made skateboarding so
Yes.
hypocritical. Great, great,
Yes.
right? So 45 times 7, what do you got? That's over.
I don't know.
It's over 200. It's 300. Let's see. I know what it is. 7 times what? 45.
Yes.
7 times 4 is
180.
280.
180.
28. 7 times 4 is
Oh,
28.
7. I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
280. No, it's fine. And then the 7 times 45, 7 times is 35. The 280 plus 35. Let's see. 280 plus 30 is the same thing as 8 plus. It's 11. It's a 310 plus. It's like $320. It's definitely worth. You spend $100 on a quality deck versus 300 plus on decks that are of typical value, and that's if you're only buying 7 a year.
Yeah.
Now, yes, you definitely lose out on. I don't know. Maybe you lose out on clout. Maybe you lose out on that great feeling of solidarity that one day Frank Gerwer will appreciate how many anti-hero boards you have
He will send you a personal
broken
Yes.
and delaminated in your garage.
Yes, there
You
he
know,
is.
that maybe Tony Trujillo will give you a dad hug
Yes.
and heal the wound that drives you into low value.
and heal the wound.
So
Oh,
enjoy
man, that's
that.
funny, dude.
Yeah. So
Oh man.
ignore the wound you were given by your father and invest in value.
Yeah, there he
With
is.
life skateboards.
There he is.
This was one of the very worst ads I've done.
Every deck comes with a business card of a well-known therapist for you to call.
We can't shrink wrap a dad hug in with each board, but if we could, we would. But we definitely know where you can get a dad hug for real. So, Life Skateboards, lifeskateboard.com, singular.
Dude,
enjoy.
I just got a 9-inch popsicle that Sam gave me
How you liking that?
on Sunday. I haven't set it up yet, but I checked the wheelbase.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be some 15-inch wheelbase nonsense, but he did it at 14.5, and I almost cried with joy, dude.
That's a great
Very,
wheelbase.
very happy about that.
14.5 is a good. It's actually much longer than they used to be. They used to be 13.8 to 14.25.
Yeah, dude.
That was.
What do you hate?
That
yourself?
was as far as it shot back in the day when all the molds and all the equipment was based on 1980s geometry, and they were just forcing it into the 90s. All the presses were 31 inches was about as big as a board could be, and so they just made fun of you for wanting something longer.
Yeah.
So we're doing just a few minutes with Facebook Live. Everybody on Facebook, you're going to have to catch us at the CapmLew podcast. That's on Spotify, and if you want to find it, you're going to have to spell it right, which turns out it's a big ask. So for our Facebook viewers, that's CAPM, Capm. CAPMLEW, CapmLew podcast. So we'll be bidding goodbye to our Facebook folks. It chucked full pretty fast.
There's 5.
6.
Nay, 6.
6.
Is that a 6 or a 5?
It's a 6.
Dude. Ugh.
Yeah. This is what happens when you get a work phone. I got a work phone. We're back to
yes,
there
the
we
glory.
go.
I forgot, dude.
Trying to reconnect.
Yes, I just feel
back.
I'm relaxed.
It's on 5G.
Dude, don't worry about it.
That's what I'm gonna not do is worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So anyways, we're about to kick into our topic, and the topic will be discussing a YouTube video today. We're just gonna do one topic.
Chew on it.
And it is, where's my text to you and Sam, bro?
That's right there, bud.
No.
Sam and Luke.
Oh, Sam. It was right there. So I'm gonna discuss this this one right here that Sam sent over to me. It is a YouTube video entitled Thrasher Magazine. Come on, just open it, bro.
I know.
Wow.
You have the YouTube app, and it's going to open it in Safari.
It is. I said, do you want to open it in
Steve
the YouTube
Jobs
app?
did not die for this.
And then
What
it's
is
Sluggy Slug.
happening?
What's up? I'm going to click that, and it's going to do this
We
again.
should put a SIM card in your iPad Pro, bro.
It has. It could be resurrected. I'm just doing it this way, man.
Dude, Jared
Seriously.
Nelson asks, how was your cold shower?
What cold shower?
The one that you swore to take in our last episode.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. It would help that shoulder.
I think we all know I'm not doing that.
Come on, dude.
Thrasher Magazine is a hypocrite. It is a YouTube video by Ricky Glazer. Ricky is a Braille pro. He is one of the first or second run of the YouTube professionals. And fun fact, now everything in skateboarding is YouTube professional. Everyone's working for Google. I'm not saying that's a terrible thing. So we're going to jump back off of Facebook and start chatting on some of the material we find. Did you happen to listen to it?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're ready. Facebook, we bid you adieu.
Adieu.
And we hope to see you on, we are on Spotify, CapmLew Podcast, CapmLew, CapmLew Podcast. And we will see you guys over there if you want to catch our discussion of Thrasher Magazine is a Hypocrite YouTube video by Ricky Glazer. Here we go. We're clicking off of them. We ended that. We're going to, a couple more clicks and it'll post up. And then we're going deletion after 30 days. Seems fine with me. It's public. Boom. We posted it for 30.
I know.
I don't know. It's
I know.
fine. We're just going to do that.
And just turn it off.
And the new iPhone never goes blank.
What?
Yes.
Why?
It always has the time and date on the screen.
Why?
It doesn't go blank screen. It goes dim screen.
Okay, it's fine.
It's so it can track you. It's
yeah.
fine.
Gosh.
It's fine.
Oh. Yes.
So in this video, I'm going to just make sure that I'm muted, and I'm going to go ahead and play past this commercial. In this video, man, dude,
I know.
I don't even know sometimes what the glitchiness and pop-upness. The internet, man. So Ricky Glazer starts in here, and he starts talking about how Thrasher just put out an article called "How to Start a YouTube Channel."
Was that
and go back to it, yeah. And it is by Ted Schmitz. And Ted Schmitz is the guy who does. It's a roasting. He roasts people skating.
Yeah, right.
It's TS something. TS. It's on Instagram. And ooh, he's smart.
Is he?
Yeah,
I like smart. I like smart critique.
He's super smart. He critiques people skating, and they send him clips to roast.
And yeah, that's the thing, right?
But I'll tell you, his entire line of thinking is 100% stock standard 1990s.
Yes.
Come correct or don't come at all.
EMB
stuff.
Entered the chat.
Yeah, but because he's such a great satirist.
Yeah.
He's also spoofing the taking it so seriously.
Oh, I kind of love that.
He is.
Yeah.
There's a lot to love about Ted Schmitz. And so you've got, and that is Andy Anderson.
It is. That's what I was trying to figure out.
It has an illustration.
I mean, look.
It has an illustration that is purely, most certainly Andy Anderson. It's a double water bottle holding booze helmet.
And they say right here, you won't believe how much water Andy Anderson needs! Exclamation point.
It is him.
The most hated skaters in Modesto.
So he goes into why Thrasher is so he talks about his skate career, and his skate career is very interesting. Then he starts talking about how is Thrasher not YouTube?
It's a great question.
They are no, and I love this about Ricky's take on it is Thrasher is no longer a print magazine business.
Correct.
They're a YouTube channel. And I remember 2005, 6-ish, something like that, maybe 7. I don't think so. I think it was 5, 6-ish. The Barracks
Yeah.
started a YouTube channel.
And it was
And
like a thing.
boy, were shops and core people everywhere were so mad.
That's because they make money off of selling the freaking skate videos.
The DVDs.
I'm telling you,
at
dude.
12 to 20 bucks a pop, 10 bucks for a cheap one, 5 bucks. I mean, some small companies were doing 5 bucks a piece, and people were shelling out because that was how skate media was consumed.
All cloaked in this, like, that's not core. You know what I mean?
Very strong culture.
Yeah.
Like we
Right.
had skate shop owners literally barging through the front door of competing shops,
Yeah.
just calling down fire from heaven upon the Board Sport store with the all caps, super serious. And honestly, that should have ruined their legacies and their credibility, but instead it bolstered it.
Yeah.
These guys capitalized on a very, very strong culture predicated on the inferiority complex of young men
Yeah.
all over the place. Very gnarly and highly hypocritical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And God bless the girls and the gays in that day.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man. Back in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then all of a sudden the script just flips.
Yeah.
And
No,
all of a
we've always
sudden,
been cool.
yeah,
Right.
as if there weren't 30, 35 years of really bad mileage behind us. No careers are lost.
Yeah.
No tables are turned. You know, and I'm actually not cool with it because if you don't address root causes, you're going to have an undercurrent of dark dealings. So Thrasher has lateraled itself into being financially a YouTube concept. And Ricky Glazer is calling it out.
Yeah.
Really bravely.
Yes.
And I think it's been a long time coming.
Yes.
That somebody call it out. And I think that Ricky is, I don't know, I would go ahead and I would say that he's being brave.
Yeah.
I would. Although I'm not sure what he has to risk because the real YouTubers who have real independent YouTube going, the John Hills, the Dan Corrigans, like,
yeah,
it's not going to, if Thrasher comes out and makes fun of them. I mean, just the other day on the Barracks, Steve Barra made fun of Ricky Glazer openly for questioning on his YouTube channel some of the calls that are done
really
on the Barracks. The Barracks is a clown show.
It is.
Um,
Carrie Yuma has entered the chat now.
You know, it's a clown show.
It is.
That
yeah.
does not mean that it's not entertaining. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have value, but it is a clown show. Like, I'm not against it.
I like clowns as much as the next guy.
I
kind of hate them, actually. I hate them. I'm just
everyone
afraid.
hates clowns.
I'm just afraid.
I was talking to Judy about that last night about how everybody hates clowns. Dude, I'm not sure what ruined it for clowns, but terrifying, they are terrible. Yeah. I'm not afraid of them at all. They annoy me. I'm annoyed by clowns, not terrified. But so Ricky is calling out that Thrasher Magazine is a hypocrite. Why? Because Thrasher Magazine put out a very cheeky article about YouTube channels, and how lame and dumb they are. And of course, they got their snarkiest dude to write it. Yeah, because TS is very snarky.
He is. I like his writing.
And you can read the article if you want to, but I'll tell you, if they're going to make fun of Andy Anderson, and you can make fun of whatever you want to. Lord knows we make fun of enough stuff on here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we are. Just like and boy.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Is it about the bunt?
Is it about the bunt?
Is it about the bunt?
I know, dude. Poor guys, we have railed on them. Oh man. We love you boys at the bunt. Your podcast is just the worst, man.
We
got beef.
Well, we're really weird because we don't say things are kooky just because. In fact, we like things to be kooky and quirky, and we don't even mind. But then we go and we ask a question like, geez, dude, you did an interview with a young pro when he was still 15, 16, whatever, or when he was 20 after being 15, 16 and you didn't even talk to him about this, that, or the other thing. And you praised him for being blown out of his mind on drugs during his interview. And like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And Thrasher is like this institution of gatekeeping, and it's just, It's gnarly in the media sphere, but in the personal sphere, and if you live in San Francisco and you're trying to exist as a skateboarder in San Francisco,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a hard life
You better kiss the
if you
ring.
don't kiss the
You
ring.
gotta kiss the ring, man.
Not ring kissers over
Yeah,
here.
I'm not
We are
down.
not down to kiss your
I don't even
ring.
know where that thing's been. I'm not interested. You just came out of the toilet.
I think that's the thing that bothers me the most about institutions like Thrasher magazine. They're going to do zero to expose. They are media. They are the journalism of skateboarding, but they're never going to work to prevent abuses.
Yeah, it appears not.
No, they're going to capitalize for decades
Yes.
on decades of neglect and abuse.
Yeah.
And then when someone comes up who's not even doing anything really redeeming, just
Yeah.
baseline silly self-promotion on toys, they're going to just hate and crap all over that.
The only
They're not bringing real critique to it.
No, and the only reason that I can see is financial. Again, I
Oh,
think it's
and that's the first thing they're going to say is these guys
right.
just want to make money off
Money.
skateboard.
Right.
That's like the first wave of this.
Yeah.
It's, oh, these people coming in here, they think they're going to make money off skateboarding,
Boarding,
man.
yeah, right.
Man, no, jeez, dude.
And what have you guys been doing for the last 40 years? What's your reason for having a YouTube channel that gets hundreds of thousands of views? Is it just because it's fun?
And
Is it because it's core?
And Thrasher loves to act like it's a charity
Gosh,
when
dude.
it puts on a drunken smoke fest for a fallen friend.
Oh yeah,
who died
because
because of
driving
drink and smoke.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
And
There's just no better way to remember
and
him.
they want to act like they're a charity and they deserve some sort of like gigantic like loyalty.
Yeah.
For it's
I know. I can't even. What are we? How was it?
And that's why I appreciate Mr. Glazer giving it a shot to try to bring. And he pulls out the article, he reads through it, and he says things. I'm going to pull this one up because of his face. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to crank the volume. Let's see what we landed on.
It's not quite what it was in the good old days. Okay, so why is Thrasher hating on making your own YouTube channel? It is not core? What does that even mean? I can understand the idealistic vision that once you start making money from skateboarding, it does kind of change things and does kind of taint it. And that is definitely true to a degree. But is it really better for these amazingly talented skateboarders to be working 9-to-5 jobs that they hate, only to dream about skating on the weekends? Should we really be shaming taking control of your own skateboarding opportunities and figuring out a way to focus all of your energy into skateboarding? Is that
okay?
Only if it takes money out of Thrasher's pocket, apparently. Bastards.
You know, the funny thing about the opening of different revenue streams in skateboarding is that it will really change the balance of business unless you focus on making more skateboarders.
Yeah,
a great way to have back in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it. I was like, do you want to double the skateboarding market? You want to double it?
Right.
Hey, you stupid men who think you run skateboarding and that you get to decide who's in and who's out. You stupid people. Listen. You want to double your market? Make it for both of the traditionally recognized genders. Like, stop. And if that were to change skateboarding, that you would have, so in terms of, what do they call it? Evolutionary biology. Okay. The females of the species tend to move differently and dispositionally have different tendencies than males. They will approach skateboarding in a different way. The embrasure of which, now, by the way, the exposure event was just like a week and a half ago. And there were some girls named Lily, two of them, one last name, one first name.
That's cool.
Who were slaying transition.
Good for them.
Really
dude.
slaying.
Yeah.
But the differences in approach that you'll see, like, stop. It's you can see it in basketball. You can see it in tennis. You can see it when You see, either Venus or Serena Williams did an interview, and she spoke very frankly about the difference between men's and women's tennis.
Yeah.
These differences would increase the diversity of skateboarding's acceptable spectrum of expression,
And ultimately, your market base, you
and
dumb.
your market would increase, but it would mean that softer form,
Yep.
slower form,
Yep.
small arts form,
Yep.
you would have to embrace all those things. You
Yeah.
wouldn't just be able to say, that's just fancy lad.
How horrifying.
Right. But instead, oh my goodness. I mean, honestly, I'm really not a fan of cancel culture. I don't think that.
Yeah.
But like, wow, dude.
I do love the First Amendment, though.
There was no media present to lambast the idiocy of the mainstream ideas in skateboarding in the market at the time. I mean, actually, social media did an okay job, but oh, the price that should have been paid that wasn't. And now Ricky
Mhm.
Glazer is coming out after being heckled by Barra
Yeah.
in front of the entire world.
He must be crushed.
Oh yeah,
He must be just totally
I
crushed.
hope it played well for him.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
But the thing is, the emperor is not wearing any clothes, man.
Like none.
This has been stupid.
Dude, I think that there's a legitimate argument to be made that without the YouTube channels, without the Instagram accounts that are showcasing different aspects of skateboarding, Thrasher would be like half the size that it is currently. I really think that that could be true.
I'm going to tell you, if Thrasher, if
Mhm.
that, whatever street that is in San Francisco that makes decisions about what's going to be allowed in skateboarding, if Thrasher had been left undisturbed by the Instagram and social media waters rising that have led to the rise in women
Yep.
women enjoying skateboarding,
Yep.
and people from all different, like, in terms of your
Style
sexuality,
and, yeah, right, yeah.
is your private life, and I don't ask for public knowledge about those things, but people who wanted to bring diversity of identitarian
Yep.
affiliation into that, and all that, all those identifications. Thrasher, if they would still be doing Anti-Hero Tent City.
Yeah.
That's all it would be.
Yeah.
It would be Tent City. It would be Fruit of the
At its
Vine.
best, it
Yeah.
would be Tent City.
It would be Pat Quirk.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. I mean, money got involved. Ricky says money's going to change it, and look what money gave us.
Yeah.
Propping up public personae. I
Yeah.
don't think that Andy Roy's public persona is necessarily who he is.
That's an interesting thought. Yeah.
Possibly,
Yeah.
because he's very authentic. He seems to be his authentic self
Yeah.
from moment to moment. But I'm going to say that if that's the public persona that you're going to capitalize on,
Yeah.
you're contributing to death, like deaths,
Yeah.
because that is not a sober persona. That's not a persona of the kind of baseline wisdoms that are going to not die on a couch.
Yeah.
This is rough.
I know.
We're pissed off about dead friends.
Yeah.
And we're pissed off about the grinding hypocrisy of Thrasher magazine over all these years.
Yes.
And I think a lot of our listeners, there are listeners who just can't even with this.
I know.
They love their weed. They love their partying.
Yeah.
But I'm watching as, I'm 50
Mm-hmm.
and went out for a nice skate the other day.
It was nice.
It was fine. About 45 minutes.
That was a perfect time.
It was perfect time.
My knee didn't hurt as bad.
I was not sore after.
Dude, praise God.
I had a great
There's
time.
a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah,
We saw Sam.
and didn't hurt my shoulder worse than it is. But I have been meeting guy after guy with no cartilage in one of their knees.
Yeah.
And because they devoted themselves so hardcore to skateboarding and partying,
Yeah.
they don't have the wherewithal to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And haven't for decades and decades.
Yeah.
Still, every now and then, a little bit of meth, a little bit of crack. It's
Yeah.
just partying. It's not like an everyday thing, and I see this so much, though.
I know,
Among
dude.
the diehard Thrasher is
Yeah.
the Bible people.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the Bible is. The Bible is the Bible.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah. It's better.
Ricky is calling out an aspect of the hypocrisy of Thrasher. We'd
Yeah.
like to push it a little further. Money changed him when we wound up with King of the Road. Now, in the beginning of King of the Road,
Yeah.
like 20 2010, 11, 12.
Whatever. Yeah, sure.
It was hilarious, and it was a little more genuine to the idiocy of going skateboarding with your friends.
Yeah.
But it got over the top.
Then it was like, somebody's got to eat somebody else's poop.
I don't want to see someone put something in their butt.
Yeah, no, I'm
I don't,
good, bro.
That is not where it's at, man.
I'm
Like,
good,
back to
dude.
the skateboarding.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Thrasher wound up just biting off of Survivor and Hollywood
I know.
culture.
Yeah.
They're just biting off Hollywood culture, and they're wanting to have these authenticity points. And all I see is you're chasing money, you're chasing views, you're chasing the Hollywood thing, and it's sad, it's weak,
Yeah.
and it's dark. It's dark.
Dude,
The insobriety of it is very dark.
it's so dark. If you gave me, if somebody said you are now the master commander of everything Thrasher, first thing I would do is put out an issue on just every single. It would be white, and on every single page would be one letter, and it would spell out, "I'm sorry, we were dickheads for a long time," and that's it. And then I would immediately move into opening the floodgates for all forms of skateboarding.
That's exactly what
And I would
thinking.
start a YouTube channel with actually cool stuff on it instead of just dumbass baker videos. How can you not just be sick of it at this point? Like, you know what I mean?
Because people have been socially rewarded for being clones and drones.
It's
for
so
mainstream.
stupid.
A vast majority of skateboarders have been socially rewarded for loyalty to a form of thinking of skateboarding that it's not the funnest stuff.
Yeah, no.
They say it's fun because they have to.
Yeah.
And I call that into question. You know what I would do if you and I were in charge of Thrasher magazine today?
That'd actually be fun. Yeah.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It was exactly what I was thinking about. All the different disciplines and expressions in skateboarding would immediately be profiled.
Yes.
And then I would want to go on the road.
Yep.
And I would want to find remarkably inspiring skateboarders from an incredibly diverse bunch of angles of attack on the fun of skateboarding. And the first one I would do, it's Pete.
Oh yeah.
I would go to Massachusetts and I would immediately spend 4 days with Pete with a filmer.
Yep.
And I would do, for the Thrasher YouTube, I would do a big old thing about Pete cutting page blanks into 6 shapes, putting out Pete's Pigs as just a passion project.
Absolutely.
Affordable, highly artistic, unique, one of a kind. Pete's Pigs is just awesome. Does he even have a website?
He probably doesn't, dude.
He doesn't even.
You have
he
to
just
reach out to him
makes
by mail.
It on Instagram, and you message him, and the first guy gets it.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
Pete is a gem.
Yeah.
And he never learned how to ollie.
Good for him.
He does Bertlemann slides into slappy grinds. Oof. He is and he just rolls around, and he is everything that I think has been neglected by Thrasher.
Yeah.
Pete embodies at a level, and he's quite talented.
He's very good.
Oh, number 2.
Yeah.
It's time for the spotlight to fall on Chuck Hultz.
Oh yeah, dude.
Chuck, deck crafters, friends with Paul Schmidt.
Yeah.
He and I don't know if he remembers it, but I remember on social media, he and I have had some abrasive moments because I do not honor the legacy of factory-made skateboard culture.
Yes. Dude, why? Yeah, I know. Right. It's so weird.
And Chuck is part of it. But Chuck Hultz has a great heart in skateboarding.
Absolutely.
And he's begun on TikTok. He hasn't begun. He's always put out just good-hearted, fun skate. Here's how you do a frontside slappy.
Yeah.
There's a million people doing that, but Chuck's been cutting shapes.
Yeah.
He's been taking Schmidt blanks and cutting shapes too.
Yeah.
And he did deck crafters for years. I don't know how deck crafters ended. I remember him announcing it was ending on social media. I didn't track it very hard because I was doing a lot, but you got that too. Chuck Hultz.
Yeah.
I would venture to head over to Arizona and spend some time with Bud Stratford.
Yes.
And just let his big heart, big mouth bloviate about his perspectives and just do. I'd try and get him and Laura talking about their view on things as they're doing a magazine that really does a lot of what we're talking about.
Absolutely, yes.
Then I want to get with some of the longboard people. I'd look
Yeah.
up what Dave Angelis is up to
Yeah.
and see what he's doing, you know?
Yeah, dude. Anybody who's gone 60 miles an hour downhill,
Yeah.
like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
just I'm intimidated by the
Yeah,
downhillers. I
high
am.
speed, low
But the
drag,
good
baby.
timers, the longboarders. And then I'd head over to Atlantic Beach Park and I'd start interviewing that giant mass of mop-haired, blonde-haired kids there
Yeah,
who rip in bare feet better than a
I
lot of
know.
pros do,
Yeah, in
you
between the
know?
surf.
And just go and visit some of the hidden hearts of skateboarding out
Absolutely,
there.
dude.
There are a ton of them out there. I've got
Yes.
a friend near me. He's a minor YouTuber. I'm not going to shout him out right now. I need to check on his material. But he survived cancer.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah,
That's
he
tough.
survived cancer. He and I haven't walked really close because I've been just super busy, but he kicked cancer and he's got a huge heart. He's a big fan of Revive and the YouTubers. That's where, and he's
Yeah,
an older dude.
sure.
And Revive and the YouTubers really fed his
That's what I'm
stoke.
saying, dude.
They really
Thrasher
did.
wouldn't be there if it wasn't for these
And
guys.
you all know that I'm not unreservedly endorsing of like Revive or Scientology or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I mean Braille.
I mean,
But
Braille, sorry.
but but I love that people have been nurtured outside of the Thrasher lane while
Yeah.
Thrasher has continued. You know, it's all historically linked. It's a bit of a dinosaur, and if Grosso had lived long enough, he would have gotten around to fully lambasting it himself.
100%.
Well, he lambasted it plenty. I don't
Yeah.
have the bandwidth to make a clip collection, but you're right.
You know
If
what I mean?
yeah,
It would just be so much better, and the market would explode. I think there's a lot of people who are very interested in skateboarding, but feel really shut down.
you know where I saw skateboarding a lot the last 2 weeks?
Mm,
Lululemon
bro.
has an ad campaign with Casey Neistat
Okay.
that has been blasting out over YouTube in their dumb pants.
Okay.
And he's riding on a skateboard and talking to people about Lululemon pants. Now, if Lululemon is willing to capitalize on the fun of riding a longboard or
Yes.
an electric board,
Yeah.
then why wouldn't Thrasher? Nope, Thrasher found what they want to capitalize on all this time.
Yeah.
It's drunk and disorderly
Yeah.
and dead on a sofa,
There it is.
and they don't deserve your respect. They do not.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take what Ricky Glazer is knocking at the door of and just kick that in.
Real
Put one of
hard.
them. What is that tool they use on doors? The fireman.
Yeah, I don't know what it's
Got a
called. It's
great
like an
name.
axe or
Yeah,
something. Yeah, it's like some sort of
got a
like.
great name.
Yeah, it's cool.
No,
I
we
like
wanted
it.
to do that.
Yeah.
And in watching as like the Nine Club is a YouTube channel, and they spent the first 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Speaking of YouTubers as complete second-class citizens.
Yeah, 100%.
I think now the thing to do is actually think about the content.
Surely not.
Think about it.
Surely not.
And don't be such a bottom feeder, just sucking down low quality content intellectually as a person.
Absolutely.
Be discriminating. And if you don't like the content that's out there, go make some.
Yeah.
Go make some.
You probably have an iPhone. It does great videos. Look at us.
Every one of you could start
Yeah.
cranking out opinion content, cranking out skate content. Tons of
Dude.
people are cranking out so much
Yeah.
skate content. One reason I don't do skate content is, well, first of all, I don't want to have a monetized hamster wheel dictating my daily rhythms.
Yeah.
And that's if it did catch on, then you've got a hamster wheel going.
You got to tiger by the tail.
I want to make content in our downtime.
Yes.
That may or may not, we just cast our bread on the waters, and after many days it will come back, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Put our nets to the other side.
But this has been good for our conscience. What do you think?
I think that's good. I got a
Luke feels bad today because he's on a time constraint.
Dude, I am on a bit of a time constraint.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to say I do not feel bad.
Oh, good.
Luke has been kicking ass. He is the make it happener of this entire podcast, which you might not feel like you do this, that, or the other thing.
Well,
but the fact that it's out there at all is because he goes, he uploads, he does that. And I'm super, super grateful for you.
I have the technology. Thanks, bud.
Well, for those of you who aren't listening, we would like you to know that we are on Spotify, we're on Apple,
On Google,
Google,
on YouTube?
We're on Goebbels.
We're on Goebbels? You
You know,
can
you know
support
who
us?
Goebbels was, right?
Yeah. Oh, bro,
Okay.
dude. And it just clicked, huh?
Yeah, you had to do
We
that.
got great ovens. All right.
Yeah, well, oh, that's just, I think we just got canceled. now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and we're on, well, we dabbled on the Facebook again,
Yeah, it's fine.
and we're just going to be dabbling on that.
Hit us up at the CapmLew at CapmLewQuestions@gmail.com.
That's
Questions, concerns.
CapmLew, CapmLew questions@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And if you send us messages on our Instagram and things like that, we had one. I
Yeah, we
pointed
still
out to
have
you,
it, yes.
and I still don't remember what that question was. Need to get that out.
It's fine.
Hey, thank you to all of you. We are CapmLew, the CapmLew podcast on PayPal.
Yes.
We have a laptop.
We do have a laptop.
It was held in front of me today. They're getting it cleaned up at the Geek Squad.
What?
And it will be here soon. And that means new mics and mixer
Praise God.
very soon.
Very happy.
Dedicated in the spot.
Yes.
So
Very happy.
woohoo.
Woohoo.
Thank you all for listening. Have a great day. For what it's worth.
Laters.